Давай. Yes. А. О, боже мой. Боже мой, сколько тут всего. Так, должен спутать миру все карты. Не важно, что на эти фотографии должны забрать их. Мне нужно только пробраться туда. Пробрались. Смотрелись. Мы сделали. Так, вот это Виктория об этом не спрашивает. Ужасно. Ой, я не то приложение открыл. Дуралей. Сейчас я посмотрю. Вот. Теперь я открыл приложение, чтобы читать ваши комментарии.
Huh. The wall has 3 niches. There's a big steel cabinet in the middle one, and the other 2 are bookshelves. Either an ancient brand or a fake.
Птичка.
Probably from the time of the sanatorium, filled with nasty, poisonous stuff. Let's see. No, even worse. The thing's full of tins of skin cream. Active Lift Super Moist for the man over 40. Murray's secret anti-wrinkle stash.
Мог бы забрать их и что-нибудь нагадить ему туда.
Boxes and boxes full of plastic knives and murderer dolls. 1,000 tips to success, customers as a means to an end, tax savings for managers. Murray himself in oil, a real businessman. He's hung himself up in the office. Huh. The wall... Wow, that's a really ugly carpet. Probably a relic from Murray's old pawn shop. I can't believe that Murray's just put the photos in the drawer, but I'd better check all the same. What have we got here? This is a user manual for the steel locker. Interesting. If you have forgotten your combination, the serial number is stamped on the rear panel. Write it down and telephone the following number. 01473/serial number plus the last 2 digits of your year of birth. An automated information desk will then tell you your combination.
Ну, вроде тут уже написано SHTB 9000. Вот он, серийный номер.
That's what I call service. Now I just need Murray's date of birth and the serial number.
Или похоже все-таки. Так, год рождения, серийный номер.
A large steel locker. If Murray has something he wants to keep safe, it's sure to be in here. Murray's baby. In oil. Hundreds of plastic soul keys. I wonder if Murray miscalculated a bit there. Murray's plans for the future. I'd go for a Gordon theme park. A wild water slide with artificial blood instead of water. And you'll ride in a coffin. Murray's date of birth will probably be on here. There it is. 1942. He's quite an old-timer. A creep.
42, этому 51 год по этому времени. Так, вот здесь телефон.
The wall has... No chance. This thing's locked and made of solid steel.
Чего будем смотреть? Да, я уже понял.
The wall...
Зачем? Привет, Pops Parrot.
It's 3.5 meters from the corner to the place where the steel locker stands.
Что это нам дает?
No chance.
Потому что у меня уже все есть.
Murray was born in 1942, but I'm still missing the serial number from the steel lock. Apparently, I can find it on the back of the locker.
Так. Ну-ка. Задняя сторона.
I bet that thing infringes several personal rights. That doesn't seem to bother Murray at all.
Так. Да, он тут рядом совсем.
The steel locker is behind this wall. I just need to know where exactly.
Так, используем линейку. Линейку. Ну, поняли. Ау, блин.
If I've got it right in my mind, the steel locker must be exactly behind this part of the wall. Right here, on the other side of the wall, is the steel locker.
Что, пора устроить дестрой? Здесь мне только есть чем.
It seems pretty pointless to me to hold the M up to the wall. It says ammunition on it. 9? I'll remove the wallpaper. A brick wall. Looks very old and the mortar's crumbling. Right here, on the other side of the wall, is the steel locker.
Да, понял. Так. Наверное, может, даже можно скоблить?
I can use this to scratch out the mortar from between the bricks.
Буквы М.
That should do it. That's the back wall of the steel locker. And here's the serial number. 8528-173. That's the back, and here's the serial.
Все. Я сделал, что я хотел. О, ящики с инструментами.
A toolbox. It wasn't there yesterday. Is Murray doing the renovation himself? Whatever. I'll just help myself. Not too well organized. Pliers. They could come in handy later. Otherwise, just screws, nails, and fuses. Only a load of junk in it now.
Окей, пошли отсюда.
All right then, let's see if it works.
Конечно же, получится.
The combination is 4 right, 8 left, 15 right, 16 left, 23 right, 42 left.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Подожди, там была схема 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Случаем не из Ласта?
Ta-da! How about that?
Негатив.
Various photos of different people. Denise and Spooner doing... Oh, here's one of Matt taking a leak on the police station. Is that why he was in the slammer? I'll get rid of all this crap the next chance I get. There's something else in the envelope. Bingo! Reliable photographic evidence. And it doesn't prove my guilt, but Angelina's. Caught in the act of arson. I gotta show this to Victoria right away. It'll convince her of my innocence. I just need to avoid running into Sister Antolini. She'd be sure to send me packing again. And Murray was just bluffing. There aren't any compromising photos of me.
Не может попасть. Так. У меня есть просто куча фотографий всех моих действий, единственное, которое отсутствует, там, где я бегу по лесу со спущенными штанами, и только потому, что этого я не делал. Это действительно поражает, как человек может гнуть свою линию. Я сожгу весь этот хлам, когда меня никто не будет видеть. Или спрячу их у себя, чтобы потом использовать их против Мюррея. Так, была фотография Роженины с канистрой бензина в руках. Прежде чем внести это в полицию, я обязательно должен показать это Виктории. Ага. Пошли отсюда. Ну-ка, вообще я могу как-то прям сразу.
There she is again. The white lady from the shack. What? Oh, she's coming closer. Whoa, she's floating like a ghost. What if she is one? Keep calm, Darren. At least it would be better than one of those hellhounds. A friendly ghost is actually fine, particularly when it's so beautiful. Also sad. Should I follow her? Into the realm of the dead, or what? Oh, whatever. I've still got a whole packet of Halo Paradox with me. If the whole thing gets a bit too crazy for me, I'll take one.
Ну и ты чё идёшь? Даррен.
Where's she gone now? Strange. I hardly let her out of my sight.
Так, белая леди, я видел призрака, снова та белая женщина в лесу. И на этот раз я ее хорошо видел, даже очень хорошо. У нее был ярко-крупный носной поясе, играл кино в области сердца. Это нам понадобится, наверное.
The gate is open for me? I hope the ghost is some kind of angel. This is the gate to hell.
Шли.
scaffolding is just asking to be climbed up. But unfortunately, I can't see any open width. Anyway, it would be impossible to climb on it quietly without being noticed.
Кажется, тебя плохо слышно. Ну, чувак. Привыкай, я не знаю. ВБС хорошо слышно, но стримит он мне игру дурацки.
You can hardly see any signs of a fire on the west wing. It almost seems as though these old walls just didn't want to collapse. It's certainly decorative if you like having boulders in your garden.
Чё, пошли? Вот сейчас норм. Просто мне надо вот прям вот так говорить, судя по всему, чтобы меня было слышно.
A pane of glass is missing, but it still works. A pane of glass.
О, господи, меня напугал.
Whatever's being mixed in here, it can't be cement. Otherwise, there'd be a pile of sand nearby. I hope the construction guys know what they're doing.
Череп.
A huge skull above the door. Makes you feel right at home. There are people in the hall. Construction guys, I guess. I'd better go another way. Otherwise, Sister Antolini is sure to get wind that I'm in the castle.
Так, через зону, так где-то рабочий пить пиво. Но может попробовать по-другому. Так. Воу-воу-воу.
The ladder is too short to reach the first floor. I should look for another way. A bit small for having a barbecue, but there's the garden for that. Here, it goes down a few meters, and then the large surrounding garden. The fitting description would be wilderness.
Еще один менгир.
It's certainly decorative. Oh look, a wheelbarrow, used to transport drunken workers.
Да, все сгорело.
It's an iron ceiling truss. The kitchen looks like a real mess. Lewis must have started the blaze here. There's nothing left to eat here. The most I could hope for here is smoked meat. An empty pot. I'm guessing the guys here have heated up their lunch in it. I have no idea what I could do with a pot at the moment.
Okay, потом, попозже.
There's a candle. If I don't have a flashlight, I should at least take this with me.
Так. Что еще?
No crockery left in here. Judging by the state of this door, it'll create a level of noise equivalent to a collapsing house when you open it. Shh, just don't step on a creaky floorboard.
Аккуратно.
Damn, it'd be impossible to sneak past them unnoticed. I have to distract them somehow. Hopefully, they're supporting. An empty pot. I have no idea what I...
Как надо их отвлечь.
It looks even...
Ой, боже, пропустил.
There's even more garbage lying. There used to be fireworks. I might be able to lure the construction guys out of the house for a moment, but these ones here are unusable.
Нет, нужно теперь искать хлопушку.
To say it's dilapidated would be a serious understatement. Why do I constantly have the feeling that a big monkey is sitting up there throwing barrels at me?
Ooh, Donkey Kong.
I wonder if there was ever a pretty maiden in this castle. The ladder is too short to reach the first. The ladder is too...
А тут еще можно как пройти.
Looks like Lewis hadn't taken his job seriously for quite... Not exactly what you'd expect from a... Pretty tall, this greenhouse. It's more like an... If I remember correctly, Victoria's... If I remember...
Так, он не хочется. Может, с другой стороны все равно, может, как пройти. Раньше тут ключ был.
A pane of glass is missing.
Ничего не сделаю. Ай, так.
Flick. Let there be light. Murray's collection of blackmail. And here, a page from the Willow Creek Daily from last year.
Это не видел.
What did he save that for? Perhaps because of the article about the robbery in old people's home in Ipswich. Valuable objects, cash, and passports were stolen. Well, perhaps Murray was interested in the article about Spooner's transfer to the provinces. It says here that a young cop from London will replace the well-loved Inspector Collier, who's retiring. Conrad Spooner led the investigation in a case which didn't exactly cover the London Police Service in glory. More on page 7. Is Spooner just a scapegoat, or did he really do a bad job? One thing's for sure. He won't be able to fill Inspector Collier's shoes so quickly. I guess he really doesn't like them either.
Интересно, что-то разблокировал.
A small cardboard tube.
Ну-ка, может, правда можно? Ага.
I could fill the roll with the gunpowder from
Так, открыть.
small
Надо открыть упаковку.
I can't get the ammunition out with the scalpel.
А, щипцы. Вот, щипцы у меня есть.
I can use the pliers to get the slug out of the cartridge. That way I'll make the thing harmless and get a charge of gunpowder at the same time.
Поп спарит. Ты прям помог.
I'll fill the cardboard tube with the gunpowder. Just a shame that it always trickles out of the ends.
Так, и надо закупорить. Фильтрами. Нет. Что-то еще. Документы.
So it explodes in my hand.
Может, я смогу ее просто поставить в горшок на кухне. Нет.
The gunpowder is nicely saved in the cardboard roll. I've just got to come up with something to seal the ends. I can seal the cardboard roll with the wax, so the gunpowder doesn't trickle out. Shh, just don't step.
Тут на них посмотришь, что ли?
I'll stick the cigarette in one end of the cardboard roll. If you light the cigarette, it'll burn down and make the gunpowder explode.
Все.
So now I've built my own firework.
Эдрин. Пиротехник. Ага, все-таки
It's too
Ну, можно
risky
так
just to
сказать.
lure the workers into the kitchen.
Из замка. Блин, а куда?
They won't hear the bang from back here.
В передней части. Фонарь засунуть.
The lamp is the perfect place to set off my firework. It's dry, and the construction guys are sure to notice a broken lamp. Okay, I've got about 2 minutes until this explodes.
Быстрей. Да, быстрей. Прям как побежал. Сейчас, наверное, триггер сработает.
So, it's time. After all, I want to be in the front row when the show begins.
Whoa! What was that?
Sounded like a gunshot.
Damn, why aren't they going out?
Might have been a firework. I saw one of them spotty kids messing around in the hall again recently.
Have you seen what they've done to our scaffolding?
No, I've been on the facade since last week.
They've covered it in paint. Go and have a look. It's like a hippie ladder.
Little sods. Why are they hanging around here, not in school? What's that about?
Steve, I've got an idea.
What kind of idea, Greg?
Why don't we stick their fireworks up their spotty buns and
Oh, boy.
fly under the moon?
Yeah, why not?
Blast. I hope they don't actually catch up with those poor kids. Could turn ugly.
Там же могут показаться с петардами в задницах. Я, наверное, никому не говорил, но сегодня меня немножечко бомбануло. Я заходил на Steam, и у меня в рекомендациях...
Damn.
Давай.
What's all that noise? Greg, Steve, was that you?
Появилось это... Черное зеркало, первая часть. Я посмотрел на отзывы.
Hey, Greg, Steve, what the heck is going on here?
И там написали, что вторая, третья часть, типа,
Now full speed to Victoria.
не затмят оригинал. Я такой... Ну да, первая часть прям шедевр была.
A huge oak bed. Presumably it used to be William's and
Она не
Victoria's.
такая просто хорошая была. сделан сюжетом и
If you
прочее.
look out there, you might think it's deepest winter. Or is that more to do with the chill here in the room?
Виктория... Нет, ну что-то так себе критики из них. Ну, просто вторая, третья часть лучше, чем
Victoria?
первая.
Please wake up, Victoria.
What? Who? Adrian? What are you doing here? I told you, I don't want to see you again.
I'm sorry, but I gotta talk to you. I can prove I'm innocent. You can see Angelina here on this photo, Victoria, killing Miss Valley. Here, look at it.
Angelina? But why? I don't understand.
Okay, so.
Angelina also gave the order to set the castle on fire. And she killed Sally, Catherine, and Lewis. All just because of Mordred's curse. She needed my blood, because only male Gordons are capable of activating Mordred's power. You knew about that, Victoria. Please don't tell me you didn't know.
But she was my little Angelina. How could she do something like that?
I was hoping you could tell me
Ну я
that.
тоже слышал. Я еще до этого слышал слух, что якобы на, как сказать, не на предпремьерный показ, а, не знаю, показ фокус-группам, якобы ходили слухи, что фильм так себе, и, возможно, DC там отодвинут все свои фильмы, переснимут вообще весь фильм насчет Бэтмена против Супермена, превратив его в фильм «Сольник Супермена» и отдав в режиссерские руки самому Бену Аффлеку. Но это были всего лишь слухи.
There's that order that followed me.
Miss Valley's order? A bunch of bunglers. They wanted to prevent something like what happened 12 years ago from happening again. But they've got no idea what they're fighting against. Most of them see it as an amusing diversion from their lives. Acting mysteriously and having secret meetings in silly frocks. Miss Valley was the only one who really knew what it was about. The original order has existed for hundreds of years. It keeps the secrets hidden. However, we supported Miss Valley financially. It was, after all, in our interest that you, Adrian, did not return to Black Mirror.
I see.
Да уж, понятно.
I saw something strange there, and I don't know who else I could ask about it. This white lady, exactly the one in this painting, or very similar, I don't know. Either way, I saw her in the woods. She was running around like a ghost. But it wasn't a ghost, was it?
A white lady in the woods? Are you sure?
So it really was a ghost. Oh my god, I really am going crazy.
No. Calm down, Adrian. Everything's fine. Perhaps better than I dared to hope. Tell me more about the lady. What did she look like? What did she have on?
I didn't see her all that well. She had long white hair, she had a long dress on with a belt, some kind of coat of arms on it.
The woman you saw is Maria Gordon, Mordred's wife. She can find no peace, not for centuries. She wanders the woods of Black Mirror because she's searching for her child. Her child and Mordred's. I've seen her too.
You've seen her too? Then she really does exist.
We're in Black Mirror Castle, Adrian. Which reality are you talking about?
Ребенок Мария.
What happened to the child?
All right, What I'm about to tell you has never left these walls. And it would be good if it stayed that way. It's perhaps the oldest of our family stories, and also the most dreadful. You want to know what happened to the child? That's what Maria asks herself to this day. All we know is that Mordred took it away because he thought it wasn't his biological child. He thought Maria cheated on him with his brother, Marcus, and wanted to make her pay for that. What he did to the child remains a mystery until today. It was never seen again.
So Mordred's wife was unfaithful, and because of that he cursed everyone?
No, Maria wasn't unfaithful to Mordred. It was his hate that made him think something like that. Hate and jealousy towards his brother. Even though the two of them fought many battles together, side by side. But that was before they came to Black Mirror. Something here changed Mordred, contaminated his heart. He mistrusted everyone. His soldiers, his wife, his brother. Became more and more withdrawn. Became arrogant. Finally, he looked at his own child and didn't recognize it. Thought he could see similarities with his brother in his face. He wanted to kill it, but no one knows if he did. One thing's for sure. He snatched it from Maria and took it into the catacombs under the castle. In her desperation, Maria called for Marcus, begged him for help. For Mordred, this was further evidence to support his suspicion. Marcus came, challenged Mordred to a duel, and killed him. But he didn't find the child, no matter how he searched. It was as though he'd disappeared.
Ребенка так и не нашли.
What?
Adrian, we've no time to lose. You're the last Gordon of the Marcus lineage. The castle should belong to you. Give me some paper and a pen. There, in the drawer. I must confirm your true identity. Otherwise, no one will know that you're the lawful heir. Hurry. I can feel my strength waning, Adrian. My life's coming to an end.
No, Victoria, please. I need you. I won't know what to do without you.
Черт.
Without me, you might not have been in this position. We were very thorough when it came to you. He even had you a death certificate drawn up.
Let me guess. Dr. Herman did that.
We made a mistake. Forgive me, Adrian.
It's all right. You only wanted to protect me. But it might have been better if I'd known what it was about. Then I might not have walked into Angelina's trap.
Все-таки проклятие. Можно спросить.
What kind of curse is it?
Before Mordred died, he put a curse on Marcus's male descendants. They were to complete his work. One day a Gordon devoted to evil would be born, who would bring Mordred back to the realm of the living.
And Angelina wanted to have his power. But why, if only the male Gordons were cursed?
Because your twins, the curse, must have somehow got mixed up.
How's that?
I'm sorry. I can't tell you any more, Adrian. It is just an assumption.
Типа они близнецы, и проклятие перепутала.
What can you tell me about the ritual chamber?
I've never been there myself. But apparently Mordred's power is strongest there. That place is not of this world. It's in the Shade world.
I think me and Angelina, we heard Mordred when we were there.
What exactly happened in the ritual chamber?
Well, I completed all of the tasks, spilt my blood on the relief.
And did you speak the words?
I think so.
Oh God, Adrian, then the ritual's complete. You've laid open the way for Mordred.
What do you mean?
Oops.
Am I cursed now?
Worse, Adrian. Worse. Mordred's spirit is now in you. Adrian, in you. Oh my God, Adrian, what have you done?
Mordred is inside me? Oh, hell, that's exactly what I feared.
Stay calm. Let's stay calm and think. How do you feel? Is anything different?
Yes, there are these visions. They feel quite real. They're sick, violent, but maybe they aren't anymore. I wanted to go for Murray's throat earlier. That definitely wasn't a vision.
When did you see the White Lady last?
Just now, in front of the castle.
Then you haven't yet done evil. Your heart is still pure. You're strong, Adrian. You've managed to resist, and you must continue to do so. Resist Mordred for as long as you can. He will get stronger and stronger, and you will get weaker. He wants to control you. At some point, he will take control of you.
How can I prevent Mordred from controlling me?
There are only two ways to banish him. Mordred's vessel must be destroyed. You know what I mean by that.
I guess you mean the Samuel variety? A little jump from the tower, directly onto a pointy iron fence. Sounds tempting.
It's certainly the easier option.
Really? What would the difficult one be then?
You have to go back to where everything began.
To the ritual chamber? But it's buried.
Where everything began.
But do you mean where Mordred uttered the curse?
It's all written in the book.
In which book?
I'm so tired, Adrian. I can't go on.
No, please don't close your eyes now, Victoria. Stay awake, please. Just tell me what book you're talking about. A chronicle or the Bible?
The book. Please read it. In the room.
Which room?
Under the ground. The 6 menhirs will point you to the entrance.
Which menhirs?
The path begins there. The path. You have to follow to the end. To the very end.
Do you mean the big stones around the castle?
Start there. Search at the menhirs. Adrian, promise me.
Yes, I'll do it.
Promise me.
Yes, I promise. Victoria, please wait. There's so much you have to tell me. Victoria.
Опа. О, нет, она умерла.
What are you doing here? How did you get
She's
here?
dying. Do something. Quick!
Leave now.
О, голова кончилась.
Lady Victoria Gordon has passed away. She leaves behind an empty place in our hearts. Let us pause a moment and bid her farewell in silent prayer.
Так, молчат.
Dear mourners, as we part, I would like to leave you with a few words to reflect upon.
Та, в которой мама в комнате лежала, или другая? Да, это та игра. То есть продолжение ее. Так, он читает что-то диалогов или просто не читает? Ты читай. Так, ну ладно, как много разговоров. Сюжет тут... Вот что тут происходит. Я просто сейчас лежу очень. Ой, значит, Виктория умерла. Отлично, последний из рода Гордонов. Just wonderful. Теперь надо окончательно доказать свою невиновность.
Adrian, my sincere condolences.
Thanks.
Your great-grandmother was a quite extraordinary.
Продолжение. Ты думаешь, что тут английская озвучка? Сделай себе громче, кстати. Это максимум в этом приложении.
It's a pity I only got to know her so late.
Better late than never. You are Lady Victoria's only kin, and therefore her sole heir. You can now move into the castle and take some time to reflect, to find some peace, Adrian. And say farewell not only to your great-grandmother, but to your old life, too. If you need any help, you know where to find me.
Thank you, Father Frederick.
My condolences, Adrian.
Thanks, Doc.
How are you?
Well, this is the funeral of the last member of my family. That's it. From now on, I'm alone on God's earth. Utterly alone. I suddenly find Mordred's presence in my head a little comforting. He is part of the family, after all.
We could have our session now, if you like.
No, I'd just like to have some space right now. Can we move it to this afternoon?
How about 3 o'clock at my practice?
Okay.
See you then, Adrian.
Inspector.
Adrian Gordon, the last, but not the least. Or maybe he is.
What a great time to say that. But I wouldn't expect anything else from you.
That's right. You even carried your great-grandmother to her grave, who you'd known hardly 3 or 4 weeks. Sorry for your sad loss. That I'm sure you'll get over very quickly. And congratulations on hitting the jackpot.
Scott.
What jackpot? Do you mean the burned-down castle that I'm duty-bound to rebuild according to the will? Or do you mean my being the last in line of a family of sickos and murderers?
You call it that. Anyone else would call inheriting a magnificent estate and rising up into the nobility an incredible, real stroke of luck. But you were always good at playing the victim.
Так.
That's what you think. Any other cop would overcome his prejudices and just look at the facts.
Спасибо, эксперт, за это. Да, вот.
As you're now a British citizen, I'm afraid I can no longer get you to port it. Let me make myself clear. The slightest hint of suspicion, and I'll have you back inside. And that's a promise.
Why do you want to keep me so close to you? Haven't you got any other friends? Why don't you go see Denise more often? That'll take the heat off a bit.
You'll soon stop talking so tough.
Have it your way. And now, if you'll excuse me, Inspector, I have to go count my guest bathroom.
In your face. Так, что там? Кстати, кто-нибудь смог нормально запустить на десятке Атлантиду 2? Атлантида 2 на десятке? Понятия не имею. Атлантида. Что-то из новинок, что ли? Так, смотрим, что у нас здесь. Как много всего перечеркнуто. Наверное, тут все уже выполнено. На всякий случай. Да. А, орден тоже перечеркнут. Ну-ка. Может быть, так. Орден был вновь создан мисс Фелли. Она хотела отомстить за ее мерзкого брата Вика, который убил мой отец. После смерти нет никого, кто станет мне преследовать, кроме моей собственной тени. Так. Место лесов мы не нашли. Испытание. Кто-то пытался нас поймать. Освобождение из комнаты. Так. Так, Виктория скончалась. Она рассказала мне так много всего, что я не уверен, что запомнил все верно. Есть два способа избавиться от проклятия Мордода. Простой выбор мой отец — самоубийство. Он считал, что проклятие прекратится, ибо он последний из рода Гордонов. Про меня ему не было известно. Я не повторю его ошибки. Так, Виктория сказала, что существует книга, в которой сказано, что Менгир укажет мне путь. Она имела в виду книгу из ритуального зала, книгу Мортода. А эти Менгиры — это те камни, которые вставлены вокруг замка. Мне не у кого спросить об этом. Но я пойду этим путем. Так, что здесь у нас? Так. Похороны Виктории. За последние 3 дня произошло много всего, практически не было возможности писать. После смерти Виктории все шло очень быстро. Мисс Натали не вызвала врача, который выдал свидетельство о смерти Виктории, и передал новое завещание нотариусу. Вскоре после этого она уехала. На следующий день я посетил мистера Дьюкса, который привел завещание в исполнение, передав мне права и документы на распоряжение замка. Он поставил свою визитную карточку на случай, если у меня возникнут вопросы. Так, фотографию Анджелины я отнес в полицию, но Спунер это не особо убедила. Охренеть. Какие еще улики нужны? Похороны Виктории через час, а я еще не был в замке. Мне нужно быть там, чтобы проститься с моим последним родственником. Так, замок мир теперь мой. Я еще не могу поверить, что это действительно так. Но это здорово звучит. Я владелец замка с ключами. Лучше я посмотреть, какой ключ к чему подходит. Все двери открыты для меня. Теперь узнаю все тайны. Так, что еще? Так, я видел признака. На этот раз я хорошо видел, даже очень хорошо. Так, у нее был герб город на поясе, кровопятно область сердца. По словам Виктории, белая женщина символизирует природную чистоту. Только те, чье сердце чисто, могут увидеть ее. То, что во мне душа Мордода, сердце, кажется, не вредит. Во мне душа Мордода, сердцу, кажется, не вредит моему сердцу. Что за тавтология? Так, что тут у нас? Что за Атлантида? Квест очень старый, настолько старый, что на XP уже не работает. Даже на XP. У нас 8. Окей. Английская озвучка говно. Ну, это считается как лицензионка, кстати. Что-то новый диск не скупились на дубляж. Так. Я пришел, месяц на 2 зрителей изменился на 8. Ну здорово. Закупили все перечеркнуто. Ну типа все сделано. Так. О чем прошлая игра закончилась? Ну мы узнали, что наша настоящая мать жива. Что Анджелина — это наша сестра-близнец, которая пыталась высвободить зло. И она использовала нас, чтобы привести нас к этой книге с проклятием. В общем, мы оказались прокляты. Так, это фишка эксплита, да. Я единственный еще могу чуть уменьшить музыку, ну куда уж дальше. То есть смотри, тут музыка вот. Громкость диалогов. Громкость эффектов, наверное, пониже. Они тут иногда большие. Такс. Что тут у нас? Ну, теперь я хожу в пиджачке. Теперь можно включать музыку. Staying alive. Да уж, staying alive как раз-то мы и будем. Вот.
Hi, you waiting for me?
Good morning, sir. Yes, we are. Our condolences, by the way.
Thanks. I'm Adrian.
Okay, Adrian. I'm Greg. This is Steve.
Так
So,
получше? Ну,
you're
ладно.
the boss now, right?
It looks like it. But I still have to get used to the fact.
Okay, boss. Well, maybe the best thing is for you to start right away. In fact, Miss Angelini has forgotten to give us further instructions.
Instructions? To do with the restoration? I don't know. I haven't managed to have a good look around yet.
Sure. Then perhaps you want to get a general overview first. There is a heck of a lot of building work going on.
Отлично.
So why don't you just get on with your work then?
А сколько тебе надо плужников? Ты близок в этом плане к топ-стримеру Владиславу? Нет, даже не близко. Несколько... Я не помню. Ты это 30 рублей в прошлый раз? Сам большой знатель, но это было... Не помню, когда уже. Действительно, когда это было? Может, неделю назад?
A little more spacious than my college room in the prison.
Все равно.
If not that much brighter.
Я бы не сказал, что прям я только за донатов играю. Донат это приятно, но это не самое главное. Так. Я должен заплатить рабочим. Мне обязательно нужно понять им зарплату, иначе не сбегу к Мюррею. Но для начала нужно узнать, как вообще обстоят финансовые дела в моей семье. О, блин, сейчас будем копаться во всем. Так, Тимингиры.
I think this is one of the stand-in stones Victoria mentioned. They should point to the entrance, but where and how?
Непонятно. Так, ну я 20 донатил. Да, вот по спаре 20 донатил. Это точно помню. Он даже написал, что на номералку или на проезд газеты.
A letter and the newspaper.
Так, сначала газету.
What the? A picture of me. That's the one I did for Murray. He can never get enough, can he? I don't want to know what kind of dough he screwed out of the newspaper for that. Well, what does it say here? Blackmere Castle has a new lord of the manor. It has transpired that the young American Darren M., against whom the accusation of arson has yet to be proved, is the last descendant of the Gordon family. Great. Now everyone will think I've torched my inheritance. And what's even worse, and I'm rich. I'll throw the paper away. A letter addressed to me? Strange. I've only just moved in.
О, это еще послание, да? Третий добродетелью хранитель был сострадание. Так же, как каждая капля воды наполняет могучий океан, так же и каждый крик о помощи должен быть услышан и найти море отзывов. Вау. Это было очень понятно. Так. Так, ссылку можно. Подписывайтесь, кстати, донате. Бан за рекламу. Так, только Morrowind играет. Нет, он играет в старые клевые игры, но сейчас проходит Morrowind. И ждите за конец Моря, если еще не настал. Я уже давно, кстати, не видел его стрим. Ну да, он играл в последний раз в Morrowind. Мне больше нравилось, когда он играл в Majora's Mask, ну, про легенду Зельды.
Another one of those cryptic messages? No thanks. The last one drove me right into the clutches of a head case.
Кстати, надо что-то непонятное. Вроде бы, кто присылает нам сообщение, ну, типа, логично, что это ради, ну, какие-то у него там добрые намерения. Но при этом в прошлый раз это привело нас в руки, считай, маньяка. Ну, по крайней мере, психа. Там Грег и Стив.
The castle itself is already sinister enough. The soot and sod makes it
Medieval было клёво тоже. И ВВС остальное. Так, игра не застал. Я вообще любая игра на стриме Владислава приобретает клёвость. Как же мои квесты? Разве они не клёвые? Разве вам интересно? Я думаю, вам интересно, иначе бы тут не были.
I think this is one of the stand-ins.
Так, он не понимает, что с ним делать, окей. Фонарь, который разрушен. У него свеча стоит.
Looks like it's broken.
It was those damn long-haired hippies from the next village.
Не знал, что хиппи переводится как пироманы. Что делать?
That's Greg. He watches Steve while he works.
Так. Благим намерением очень дорого в ад. Так, да, твои квесты тоже клевые. Квесты лучше, только тебя плохо слышно. Читай, смотришь историю. Ну вот, да. Кто-то меня понимает.
Steve, more industrious than the two workers. I'd
Ну
really
да,
like
вот
to
то,
know
что
why
плохо
he's
слышно, это
drilling
не очень
holes in my
хорошо.
castle.
Но, по крайней мере, здесь не глючит изображение. ОБС мне подпортил нервы прямо, когда я пытался третью часть стримить.
Hey, Steve.
Грег и Стив.
Yeah?
Why are you drilling holes into the castle?
Oh, it's simple. The foundation walls are full of water from extinguishing the fire. They suck it up like a sponge. If we don't get the moisture out of the walls, then the whole castle will start to go moldy.
And the water just runs out of the holes? I can't believe that.
Of course not. I'm drilling the holes for these cartridges. There's liquid in them, which crystallizes in the wall and binds the water.
Oh, right.
Интересно.
Do you work for free?
No, sir. But unlike Greg, I believe you've got enough money. You have, haven't you?
I own a castle, don't I?
Oh, of course. I was just saying. I mean, you hear all the stories nowadays about poor nobility, and the castle ain't exactly in tip-top condition.
I'm sorting it out.
Пока вы здесь, я хотел спросить. Там вот был код 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Это ведь из Лоста? Пока вспомню. Shit.
For some reason, I'm wary of dogs. Mmm, tasty. Dried wallpaper paste.
Возьми его.
The upper floor is a heap of rubble. The left wing of the castle is really collapsed now.
Ну, тогда врали про это.
Amazing. The new tiles look as old as the old ones. Why this debris was brought into the main hall of the castle and not taken outside will remain an eternal mystery.
Каструешься где-то? Придурки, нафига гадите в моем замке?
It's a roll of damp-proof sheeting. The craftsmen should really cover the floor with it, so they don't make everything filthy. I guess that's no big deal while the place is looking like it is. I'll leave it here. If I do need some of the sheeting, I'll know where to find it.
Так, на будущее.
The globe is metal. I can't see a weld seam. I wonder how they got it through the door. A massive block of stone with a secret compartment, but there's nothing in it. I'd already discovered it before the castle fire.
Да, это были, считай, последние головки перед пожаром.
Gordon coat of arms. Pretty uninspiring. I'd expected a fire-breathing dragon or a griffin with bloody claws.
Так, толком ничего больше не осталось. Библиотека, я могу в нее зайти. О, нам сериала. О, щас, сколько здесь всего. Дверная рама.
That's the only part of the library that was damaged by the fire, fortunately. My family tree.
Генеалогического древа.
My family tree.
Ничего.
My telephone.
О, ну-ка. Так, нам нужно позвонить адвокату, гадалке, кому-то еще.
Dr. Jones's chambers.
Hello, Dr. Jones. Adrian Gordon here.
Wow, Mr. Gordon. What's the score?
Так, вот тут я за сюжетом не услежу, и были они что-либо читать, а второе, с русской озвучкой был лучше. Ну да, это минус, конечно, в этой части. Хотя я тут наслаждаюсь акцентами. Единственный, наверное, плюс из этого. Так, залог наследства.
About the bail.
Ah, I wanted to call you about that. Sorry, it slipped my mind. A certain Charles Murray from Willow
теперь
Creek
это
has
ты нам
deposited
говоришь,
bail with the
когда
court.
мы все уже знаем.
You know this man?
Only too well. But I wanted to tell you I'd already found that out myself.
Is he a friend of yours? That's good. Very good, in fact. The more supporters you have, the better. That always goes down well with the judge. People with friends and advocates. Terrific. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Уж он-то наш друг.
Dr. Jones, you know much about English inheritance law?
Well, yeah, about as much as a boxer knows about synchronized swimming.
So, not at all.
And that's making a favorable comparison. Are you having problems regarding the inheritance? I could ask around for you.
Don't worry. I'll ask the notary. He's bound to know. Goodbye, Dr. Jones.
Seconds away. Next round, Mr. Gordon.
Ладно. Ладно, я пойду, ты клёвый. Ну ладно, пока. О, сейчас позвоним гадалке. Я всегда люблю ей звонить. Что такой... Ну не кайф?
Hello, Madam Fortuna.
Это прикольно.
Adrian, I knew you would call again.
Who else could it be?
Pick a card.
Stop.
We have the Emperor.
Yeah, on the line. But it was in all the papers, too.
What? No, the card, Adrian. The Emperor card. You're gaining in external power and strength. You have a strong will. And I see death.
Again.
A bear will follow you at every turn and devour you.
At every turn. What the...
Adrian, you can defeat the bear.
How can I defeat the bear?
Clear the way for the bear. Then he will let you live.
The way for the... yeah. Thanks.
На самом деле, очень важно
What a load of crap.
звонить гадалке, чтобы знать, что тебя может убить и как этому помешать.
An old mural. Looks like the Last Supper. Books about horses. The Gordon's hobbies. I'll put in the computer here. All of the books here have Latin titles. Stories, adventures, and fairy tales.
Так, книги,
In the corner, there's a richly ornamented... In the corner, there's...
Без всего замка, ладно.
Shakespeare drama. This will be the shelf for my comic collection.
Oh, geek, что ли?
The Encyclopedia Britannica, in at least 3 editions. Will there ever be a bigger reference book? Bibles and religious texts. Some of the editions look damn valuable. Good that the fire didn't spread through here. Someone doesn't seem to have understood what a bookshelf is for.
Так, ну тут тоже все смотреть.
I'd love to have a little bit of a rest.
Так сядь. Ну, он даже уснет. Что, все? Стул, колонна.
All of the candles are burned right down. Whatever. I wasn't planning on lighting them anyway.
Ладно, тут что-то интересное. Не чую это.
As if the chaos of books wasn't enough, all the drawers have been pulled out just in case.
Ладно, сейчас
There's probably a minibar hidden in there.
Мини-бар. Ладно. А, мне нужно нотариус позвонить. Сейчас, наверное, что-то клевое будет.
Yeah? Is this Mr. Dukes, notary for inheritance law and whatnot?
Absolutely correct. And you are?
Gordon. Adrian Gordon.
Ah, Mr. Gordon, my condolences once again for the loss of your great-grandmother.
Thanks.
I'm assuming you still have a few questions concerning the reading of the will yesterday?
Так, завещание.
Mr. Dukes, can you tell me again what exactly is included in my inheritance?
Well, Mr. Gordon, you're the last descendant of the Gordon lineage and inherit the Black Mirror Castle estate and the one in Wales, a few hundred acres of woodland, as well as the assets in the family bank accounts amounting to £100, with all privileges and responsibilities.
What responsibilities?
The proper management of the woodland, adherence to hunting regulations, maintenance of the property and the garden. Sale is explicitly prohibited. At most, you can hand it over to the church. Nothing outstanding, no debts. Not a bad inheritance at all, don't you think?
I'll be in touch, Mr. Dukes.
Of course, Mr. Gordon.
Долгов нет, но и средств тоже не особо. Он беден, как церковная мышь, на самом деле. Теперь наверх только осталось. Просто не смотрел на портрет.
The White Lady. The Great Mystery. Hey! What's going on here? The blood is gone. But there's a black mark just where I touched the picture. Or was it there already? No, I'd better not handle it again.
Whoa.
This is the monitoring equipment and medication Victoria used. Shouldn't Miss Antolini have taken these away with her? Or is someone else from the diocese come? Looks like I'll have to take care of it.
Oh, все сам.
This is Victoria's jewelry. Rings, necklaces, and earrings. This is Victoria's...
Так, ладно. Больше тут ничего нету. Проход куда-то. Так, тут можешь что-то посмотреть.
Oh, look. Green ghost lamps. Very homely. There are some paint buckets drying up here. Who knows if these walls will ever come in contact. A stack of old pictures. Looks like they were rescued from the fire. A lot of them have caught smoke damage. A stack of old pictures. A mattress seems to be a bit too unusual to serve as a hiding place for the Gordons. A mattress seems...
Теперь пытаемся найти
Boxes
деньги.
full of stuff. I guess no one would have missed it if it'd been burned.
Oh, beautiful two-handed swords with ground steel blades, shoved up on the wall any old way, and also next to an ordinary flail, as wielded by mere bandits and riffraff. Whoever hung these weapons here had no idea what they were.
О, привет, отлигник. Так, матрас.
A mattress seems to be... A mattress...
А если все-таки посмотреть... Остался скальпель. Нет. Nope, nope, nope.
There's only one other door in the passage.
Должен ключи теперь от замка. А тут Виктория умерла, теперь мы наследники.
Strange. None of the keys fit.
Гляди-ка. Чё? Так. Так. У меня, значит, проклятие, владелец замка, зарплата рабочим.
The entire hall is one big construction site.
Ну-ка, чайная комната. Что за чайная комната? Бо.
What's a tea room without a teapot? This one's being used as a flower pot. There were probably pictures hanging here before. Either they were destroyed in the fire, or were taken down to be restored. What are these marks? It looks like mildew. Ugh, not that healthy. What are these marks? It looks like... What are these... It looks like...
Плесень. Пушный меч.
Bills, bank statements.
О, чё-то много счетов.
Envelopes with nothing in them. Huh. Who's this one from? Città del Vaticano, Roma, Italia. It's from the Vatican. What did Victoria have to do with the Vatican?
Так.
It's really quite pretty, this ostrich egg cup. The clock has stopped, probably during the last century.
Так, ну-ка посмотрим, что там насчет счетов.
6,000 pounds is paid in every 3 months. No indication of who it came from. It just says here it was paid in over the counter. The last entry is 4 months ago. And the account was virtually empty 2 weeks ago. By Valentina Antolini. Authorized by Victoria Gordon. That must have been money for the construction guys.
Так. Согласно банковским выпискам, каждые 3 месяца выплачивалось на руки 6000 фунтов. Видимо, Виктория, как все старые люди, боялась иметь слишком много денег в банке. Но тогда она должна была где-то хранить их. Вот только откуда мне начинать искать?
Ugh, what horrible things. Beats me what people think is so great about statues of naked kids with wings. Maria, the mother of all statues. Horse breeding was once a big thing here. The sculpture probably originates from that period. The plinth is probably marble. Horse breeding was once a big thing. The plinth...
Ясно, больше тут ничего нет. А ну-ка еще там конверт посмотрю.
An empty envelope with the vat.
Да, 2 недели назад. Окей. Так, значит, библиотека могли... О, на лестницу. Ай, да, лестница, тут проход, я не буду пройти.
A mattress seems to be a...
Поэтому говорил про матрас. Прикольно, если бы он, правда, его вскрыл.
One of those stickers that light up in the dark. The medication that Dr. Halo Para. The info on the box isn't there.
Так, ладно, мне кажется, в замке уже больше ничего нету. Ты говорю, там были так, чайная комната, лестница, библиотека. Все, наверное, больше ничего. А, стой. А, вот кухня. Сможет ли он туда зайти?
The door is closed.
О, я могу пойти.
I've got the right key here. The door's unlocked.
О, предметики.
I assume that there's wine stored in these barrels, but as old as everything here is, could be vinegar by now.
Дайте-ка мне, пожалуйста, все предметы.
These are pipe clips, like metal cable ties. Extremely useful.
Что-то еще. Баллончик.
Quick setting foam, industrial quality, particularly suited to damp areas. Construction foam. Needs moisture to harden. The castle's almost completely burned down. A step ladder, like you'd use to change a light bulb, or to hang yourself. There's cleaning stuff, just no one to use it. Great, an extension cable.
Бери все. Чем больше предметов, тем лучше.
The bucket is half full of a white salt, probably for when it's icy. The bucket is half full. Huh. Why should the cellar light in Blackmare Castle work?
Почему?
Ugh, it's as gloomy here as in Mordred's poor soul. I'm not going any further. I'm sure Victoria wouldn't have hidden her money in the cellar. A power socket. But does it have an electricity supply?
Сейчас узнаем. Или нет? Еще ничего не используем светящегося. Ну и ладно.
An empty pot. I have no idea what I could do with a... A ladder. Who knows when it was put here and why? A ladder. I think this is one of the stand-ins.
Так, только понятия пока не имею, что с ним делать. Теплица. Периодически к теплице пойдем. Ой. Будем тут все искать.
The door is practically rusted solid to the frame. It's obvious that Lewis hasn't seen the inside of the greenhouse from this is in dire need of a good time. Welcome to the jungle.
Давай, сходим.
Half of it is dried out, and the other half is rotten. It's very unusual to put carpet down in a greenhouse. What have we got here? A garden hose. Hoses have always brought me luck so far. That was a bucket for water. Maybe I can use it for something else. That must have been one hell of a rake. Now it's just a long wooden stick.
Отлично. С растением.
A withered plant. It says Valeriana walrathi on the label here. A withered plant. A withered plant.
Так, валерьянка. Это запомним.
Oh God, I see her everywhere. Even though...
Что там сказал?
A statue. Is that the white lady? I doubt it. She's too scantily dressed. Oh God, I see her everywhere. Even though she's not there at all. It looks like the gardener is the murderer. Or, like Lewis, got wrapped up with a murderess.
Что была шутка насчет убийцы садовника?
The gaps between the tiles haven't been cemented. The tiles here have only been placed loosely next to each other. The tiles here have just been placed loosely on there. There's a trap door underneath them. So where does that lead to? Far down, in any case. It looks like an old well shaft. There's a case on a sort of ledge. Who put that there? The stick is long enough, but I can't hook the case up with it. I need something like a handle. I've attached the clamps to the stick. In theory, you could now attach even more stuff to it.
Давай.
The stick is long enough, but I can't hook the case up with it.
Что-то еще надо с ней сделать. Буква М. Как крюк.
Excellent. I now have a sort of grappling hook.
Grappling hook.
I'll need to use all my skill here, otherwise it's gonna fall off the ledge.
Фу, достали.
Got it.
Что тут у нас?
A black plastic case. Let's see what's in it. A 10-pound note, a bottle of wine, and
Дневник.
a notebook. Maybe it could tell me something about the owner. Aha! Here on the first page it says, Henry Stanton. What did our Henry write about that? Well, that's interesting. He appears to have been some kind of informant. At least, he recorded everything meticulously when he saw any castle residents in the tea room. 3 o'clock p.m. Tea time ends. Victoria forgets to close the horse again. 3:15 p.m. Bates checks the lock. Note, the key is hidden at Old Durgham Gordon. 4 o'clock p.m. Tea room empty. Use the opportunity. 4:30 p.m. Visit of Dr. Herman. And it goes on in the same vein. And here's a drawing of a horse.
Okay, еще разок.
3 o'clock p.m. Everything very? Obviously, Henry Stanton wanted to know when he could get it. I bet there's something bad. But what does he mean by Durgham Gordon?
Durgham Gordon. Так. Нашел теперь скальную улицу, внизу лежит старый чемодан, который хранил свои сбережения, или это Луиса. Возможно ли, что он там прятал деньги, полученные от Анджелины, но даже хорошо, что карниз там достаточно длинный. Я удивлен, но не более того. Даже предшественник Луиса был уголовником. Кажется, что Генри был садовником только за тем, чтобы шпионить за своими хозяями и деньгами. Не видно, что сад запущен. Если когда-нибудь захочу себе садовника, должен быть уверен, что он настоящий садовник. Однако сейчас я мог бы использовать его запись, чтобы найти деньги. Генри пишет о Деркаме Гордоне. Но кто это?
A statue. Oh God.
Так, нет. Так, вернемся в чайник комнату. Может, даже лучше библиотеку. Деркам Гордон.
Durgham Gordon. Let's see. Ah, this is him. Married to Lillian Gordon.
Lily?
Durgham Gordon. In the corner, there's a richly ornamented mic.
Тебе нужно искать Лили? Так, ладно, чайная комната.
This is the horse Henry described in his notes. This is the horse Henry.
Что есть?
So, Fury, where's your secret? Seven small holes all next to each other. These could be used for ventilation if any of Mordred's colleagues are living in there. But it kind of looks like you put something into them. Well, if that's not a button, nothing's happening. Am I just imagining it, or are those actually scuff marks?
Так, нашел. Так, нашел мраморный цоколь со статуэткой лошади, но он не открывается. Должен найти что-то, что можно вставить в 7 отверстий. Не то, чем зубочистки.
The toothpicks fit perfectly, but somehow I get the feeling there's more to it than this.
Что-то еще надо знать.
Nothing's happening.
Так.
What are these moths? It looks like mildew.
Что там было еще от Лилии?
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Adrian. What's up? Have you sorted out the finances?
No, not yet.
You know where you can find me.
Так, рассказывай.
Why are the books all spread around the floor of the library?
You'll have to ask Miss Antolini about that. She'd often pick up a book. Didn't have much to do by the looks of things. Was reading all the time.
The medical equipment in Victoria's room, is it gonna be picked up at some point?
I suppose so. I bet they aren't cheap. I'm sure the diocese will come to them.
Так, это гребень, наверное. А, ты про отверстие? Скорее всего, там нужно будет найти инструкцию, как пользоваться, как открывать.
Where's this Miss Antolini got to, anyway? She wasn't even at the funeral.
What do I know? Probably back in the convent. Ask the priest. They're both back for the same team.
And you were asked to renovate the castle by her?
Correct. Head up to us. We were working for old Murray before, for a pittance. We get twice as much here.
Okay, and where did she get the money from?
From Lady Victoria. It was her castle, after all.
How come Miss Antolini organized the construction guys and managed all this restoration work if Victoria didn't speak a word with them? It's a mystery to me anyway how they managed their money. There's only £100 in the family bank account. Wait a minute, maybe she only had part of it in the bank. Old people like to keep their money at home, underneath cushions or in the mattress. But don't old castles have treasure vaults too? A pile of gold and gems down in the dungeons, usually with a fire-breathing dragon as its guardian.
Hey, what's up?
What? I was just thinking about your pay.
Huh. I hope something comes of it. I don't want to work for Murray again.
There's no light in the cellar.
Oh no, it's going to stay like that for the time being. The water used to put out the fire flooded the whole cellar and there are electrical wires all over. Much too dangerous.
You haven't happened to find a treasure vault here in the castle, have you?
Would we still be here?
Forget I asked. That one room on the upper corridor is locked.
Miss Antolini's room? Yep, she always locked it. She was scared we'd pay her off.
О, да это же Плужников, как дела, старый детективный
How
волк.
come I, as Lord of the Manor, don't have a key for it?
She probably took it with her.
Can you open the door for me?
Why? The room has already been completely renovated. I'm sure Miss Antolini will turn up in the next couple of days. Or send the key back.
And if she doesn't?
I could always break it down for you.
Thanks a lot.
Так, Стив работает.
It's good at least one of them is working. It's good at least one.
Муж Лили Гордон говорил. Лили. Хотя смог быть Лили.
I think this is one of the stand-in stones.
Так, что человек-сосед на стриме? Как его зовут? Как долго он ГГ? Подожди, там что, человек-сосед на стриме? В смысле, сейчас что-то идет, что ли? Ой, блин. Не знаю, честно говоря. Черт, мне чё? О, отлично, я ценился от чата. Ладно, надеюсь, я не пропущу ничего. Ну, я здесь один. До этого лишь Артур только на YouTube стримил.
Don't reckon this hole's got much more to offer. A statue. Oh God.
Грязная. Может, ее нужно почистить?
An empty plastic bottle. A withered plant.
Так, у тебя был шум дрели. А, ну это там же эти... Там строители. В игре самой. Нет. Нет тут больше никого.
The bucket is half full of a white.
Сколько надо набрать?
Three o'clock p.m. Tea time ends. Victoria forgets to close the horse again. 3:15 p.m. Bates checks the lock. Note: the key is hidden at Old Durgham Gordon. 4 o'clock p.m. Tea room empty. Use the opportunity. 4:30 p.m. Visit of Dr. Herman. Everything very clearly documented. Obviously, Henry Stanton wanted to know. I bet there's something valuable. What does he mean by Durgham?
Так. Так, возможно, нужно около замка. Теплица. О, у меня тут карта даже этого есть. А можно сходить к церкви.
This is Sally's grave. The confession box? Hello, Father.
Adrian, welcome to my church.
Miss Antolini, Victoria's nurse. What do you know about her?
О, опять оценился. Алексей, если не трудно, то сделай себя погромче. А, сколько уж можно.
You didn't know her personally?
I know the manageress of the diocese, Mrs. Puft. She's the wife of the brother of the mayoress, Mrs. Puft, her sister-in-law.
Yeah, but you've never met Miss Antolini.
I saw her a couple of times when I visited Lady Victoria. Made a nice impression.
Так,
I'm the
наследство.
last Gordon. Sounds like the last Mohican. What does that actually mean to me?
My son, you don't have to remain the last one. It's up to you whether it's the end of your lineage or a new start.
So, if I should decide to become a Catholic priest, then it would pretty much be the end.
You can still think about it. Your inheritance isn't just of a spiritual kind, it's also material. There's also the Black Mirror estate village, presumably also the one in Wales. A huge responsibility, but also a huge gift.
And what about your church? It was built by Marcus Gordon, so it must belong to me now, too?
The gift isn't that huge. Marcus Gordon built it, but he was also a loyal son of the church, and always gave everything back. Warm Hill Church belongs to it.
Okay.
I'd like to hear the story.
My Marcus, a few years it was to, but the academy.
Right, but all of these stories.
Well, I hold basically.
Do you know if the...
Probably, but why they built it? Perhaps they. Or they.
Thank you, Father. Thanks for the help.
May the Lord.
Старая дверь зачем тебе?
The pane of glass is loose. Huh, I'll take it with me.
Как интересно, ничего.
That was once a window and a door. I'll leave him in peace for now. Hello? No one there.
Так, ладно. В город я
Durham Gordon. Fits perfectly. Now the bucket has a glass bottom. A bucket with a glass bottom.
Это клёво, конечно.
A massive block of stone with a secret. The globe is metal.
Что ж дальше мне делать-то? Ничего нет. О, улицу можно.
7 small holes, but it kind of looks like you put something in.
Так, пока ничего не узнал.
This is the horse Henry.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
Let's see. Maybe this Durham Gordon is here somewhere. Looks like there's no Durham Gordon among these. The only names are Lillian, Garma, and Lothar Gordon. The other pictures just have the year. Lillian Gordon was Durham's wife. Her portrait was painted in 1662. Here's one dated 1659. It could be Durham.
Ну, что теперь?
I can't make anything out at first glance. There's nothing unusual on the back either. The frame is charred. The fire doesn't seem to have touched the picture. This must be the portrait of Durham Gordon. The piece of frame seems to be loose here. Maybe it got broken in transit. It doesn't look like the piece just broke off accidentally. It was sawed off. What's this? There are 7 small holes here, just like on the stone plinth. 7 small holes. Maybe that's a kind of repair technique.
Так.
A charred piece of picture frame. The toothpicks can be pushed about 2 centimeters into the holes.
Как-то не даст.
The holes vary in depth. The toothpicks fit into the... Now I only have to find a way of getting them out as they are.
Берешь и вставляешь.
A great idea. I'll break the toothpicks off at all the same length, and then put them in the holes in the piece of frame. That way I'll have a copy of the key.
У меня есть ключ. Не-не-не-не-не-не. Gotta make that money.
There you go. It fits. I heard a clicking sound. Ha! That's it.
Oh,
whoa! There must be thousands of pounds in here. No one had better know about this. The inspector would have a field day. I'll just take a few bills with me as payment for the useful Mr. Gregg.
Что-то еще есть.
Wow, a really ancient letter from Mordred's time, with a coat of arms and a seal.
Плужников, давай как мужчина, да пройди демон's крест.
The letter is from a scribe of Pope Innocent III. It contains instructions for further procedure in terms of the incident with Mordred.
Так. Письмо святого отца Папы Иннокентия III верному лорду Маркусу Гордону, герцогу Блэкмира. Мое почтение, лорд Маркус Гордон. Пишу с глубокой обеспокоенностью по поводу того, что произошло с Мордредом. Мои указания о том, что нужно сделать, должны быть выполнены незамедлительно. Первое, что я требую, строжайшее сохранение тайны и запечатание всех доступа к ритуальному залу. Дополнительно организовать в Академии более углубленное изучение возможностей 5 малых порталов. Что же касается большого портала, то все записи должны быть направлены непосредственно в архив Ватикана, так как их распространение существенно подорвало бы устой христианства. Говорить, думать и писать о теневом портале отныне является ересью и должно караться согласно закону 4-го Латераниум. С сегодняшнего дня и вплоть до папского опровержения Гордона несут ответственность за то, чтобы никто никогда не приближался к теневому порталу. Большой верой о вас, бесконечной серой верой в Бога, я посылаю вам мое апостольское благословение из Ватикана 29 сентября 1213 года, день памяти Михаила Архангела, Иннокентий 999, А3. Из земли сформирован, долгу наказан, к штрафу рожден, человек совершает зло, которое не разрешено, позорно, которое не подобает, тщеславно, которое не годится, и станет, наконец, испытанием огня, блюдущим червей кучи гнили. Несовершенство человеческого бытия. Так, одна из первых игр Nintendo, в которой он играл. Еще на том стриме он стоял с системой с матом. Да. Было дело. Короче, такое дело, что я там себе пока перестроил систему на ноутбуке. В общем, я установил туда эмулятор Nintendo и Demon's Crest, кстати, слово тоже. Так что можно было бы с ноута постримить. Я думаю, ноут бы справился с этим.
The writing doesn't look as old as on the front. The menhir in the hall must be hidden. The menhirs that stand around the castle seem to be directly connected with the demon gates. I wonder if that's what Victoria was trying to tell me before she died. I should note down the location of the menhirs on my map. I'll close the safe again, just in case.
Окей. Так, 113. Ну и сейчас еще немножко. Что там насчет карты? Что-то пока он там не отмечал. Так, надо пойти дать деньги строителям, чтобы начали работать. Работать
I think that'll be enough to start with.
Yep, that looks good.
Are you gonna continue working now?
That depends. Have you got anything for me?
The banister in the hall can be replaced.
The carpenter's doing that already, but it's going to take a few weeks until it's finished.
Можно давайте просто.
The kitchen looks like crap. When's it gonna be tidied up?
As soon as we get more jacks. At the moment, the roof will fall on your head if you did anything in there.
The facade could do with having the soot removed from it. I'm sure you've got a brush somewhere.
Yes, it's just Miss Antolini said the facade wasn't that important.
Do I look like Miss Antolini?
All right, Adrian. I'll get to work.
And from now on, it's Sir Adrian, if you will. Huh? A telephone. Who could that be?
Okay, интересно.
Hello?
Oh, hello, Dr. Winterbottom. How are you?
Hello, Adrian. That's just what I wanted to ask you.
Everything's okay so far, thanks.
You're already 5 minutes late for our hypnotherapy session. I had some other appointments and really don't want to have to move them.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll be there as soon as I can.
All right. See you soon, Adrian.
Ладно, как раз можно посмотреть ролик, поговорить, да и закончить на сегодня.
There were stars right in the middle of the hole in the ground.
What kind of hole? The hole Angelina fell into?
Yeah, and when I looked around, at first I couldn't see anything, only blackness. And then I saw something in the darkness. Small, flickering points of light, until I realized that they were stars and they were shining beneath the ground.
Well, that's a beautiful image.
They were laid out like a constellation.
Which constellation?
I don't know. Apart from Ursa Minor and Ursa Major, I don't recognize any of them.
Well, I think I do. Draw the stars for me again, Adrian. Maybe I can match them to the right constellation. Constellations generally represent mythological figures. Maybe that has some significance here. It looks a little like the Corona Borealis, the Northern Crown. But this is made up of 7 stars, not 6. The Northern Crown is also open at the top, seen from the Northern Hemisphere. So, it depends on where you're looking at it from. The Corona Australis, the Southern Crown, is open at the bottom, which could also fit here, judging from the shape. But it has more stars, namely 11, if you count the binary stars as 1. Are you sure that there's nothing missing from your drawing?
Yeah, quite sure. 6 stars. It looked exactly like that.
And I can't help you any further. I don't know of any constellation which looks like that.
Well, never mind. It may not mean anything at all.
Perhaps. But if it's important to you, then it will be revealed sooner or later, Adrian. You can be sure of that. And how are you otherwise? I mean, as the brand new lord of the manor.
Weird, I guess. Everything seems so surreal. I mean, I've spent my whole life in Boston as Darren. And now I'm here, calling myself the last Gordon. Sitting all alone in a half-burned down castle full of ghosts. It's lucky the construction guys are there. Otherwise, I'd soon be getting the feeling that I was a ghost myself.
I'm still here too, Adrian. You aren't all alone. Did you have the chance to say goodbye to your great-grandmother?
Yes. That was good. She gave me a few things to take with me as I follow my destiny.
May I ask what her last words to you were?
She told me how I can find peace in my soul. I shouldn't go down the same route as my father, but go to the bitter end and start at the Menhirs.
At the Menhirs?
That's what she kept repeating. At the Menhirs, at the Menhirs. They seem incredibly important.
Then you should take note of her advice.
I'd better take the drawing with me. Perhaps I'll have some use for it.
Обрушивается что? Так. Как бы ее обозвать? Назовем Мениры. Не знаю, как он пишется. Пусть будет так. Так, ты можешь что-нибудь нам еще сказать?
Doctor?
What's troubling you, Adrian?
Ладно, еще поговорим.
It's been a while since I've had visions. Probably 3 days. What does that mean?
I'd say it means that the medication is working well. It could also be that the emotional events of the last few days have suppressed the images of the past for the time being. Either way, we're making progress.
Okay.
Apparently, my family had contact with the Vatican.
That's not so surprising for such an old noble family, is it?
There are portals that I have to find. They're entrances to a mysterious place, which is maybe the cause of all the evil.
What makes you think that? Who told you about that?
Victoria. Just before she died.
Maybe she was delirious. Maybe she didn't know what she was talking about. Adrian, I think it's problematic to believe in a place that's supposed to be responsible for something. You're just shifting it away from yourself.
It's not a question of belief. This place is real.
Perhaps we should increase your dose from 60 to 90 milligrams. I really thought we'd made more progress.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Думаю, что мы сошли с ума.
I wonder if the record of a...
Он еще раз сохранись на том же месте. И сойдет на сегодня. Че, посмотреть, что у меня открылось? Концепт-арт. Это из войны. Три. Блин, сколько там звезд? Раз, два, три, 4, 5, 6. Правда, 6. Так, ну ладно. Пока, удачи. Да, может, завтра еще продолжим. Пока всем. Так, ну ладно, сейчас пока из игры выйду, пока из этого Explicit. О, Explicit. Хотя он геймкастер. Ну, то не важно.